Welcome to all you Sagittarians. This is your monthly horoscope for January of 2020, the first month of the year. And remember, Sagittarius, you're the captain of your ship, right? So take what resonates with you. These are general horoscopes, so let's have a look. What January will bring the Sagittarians? I have a Sagittarius rising, so I'm always looking forward to the good news of the month of January, and there is good news. Although it is a very heavy month, and with heaviness I mean for a lot of people life changing, because eclipses are happening and the south node is with your ruler. Now this is the most important thing. There's not only the south node with your ruler, there's also Mars in your sign. But let's start with the most important thing. This Jupiter, your ruler, is now in the second house of your values, of your money, of your talents, and it's now together conjoining with the south node. Hooray! Very, very good news for the Sagittarians, especially because at the same time, around and about the 12th of the month, Saturn and Pluto are gonna conjoin with each other. These are the Bob the Builders. So a lot of Sagittarians had hard times in those second house areas, which is self-worth, which is money. You know, they could have been really Bob the Builder, really first breaking down everything, every structure, in order to build up again. And now that, and especially with Saturn that you had with the South Node as well, in was it September time, this was really karmic, that restrictions on that house, which is not fun because it's a very down-to-earth house here. And now it's the opposite. You've got your ruler with the South Node. So this is karma again, but in a positive way, in a abundance way. You are together with karma. You are together with where you worked hard for, not only in this lifetime, former lifetimes, but we cannot judge them. We cannot see the facts and the figures. So let's talk about this life. And the good thing is that Jupiter will feel very connected to their past lives as well, but very connected with the efforts that they did over the last couple of year or two. So what does it mean in a concrete level? It means that the worries about that second house is done here. So that there is a new way of income that is getting out of the blue, and that you don't understand where is this coming from. Maybe you're getting an extra income and you didn't count on it even, but it's happening now. And it's not just January. I mean, Jupiter is going to be there for the whole year, most of the year in your second house. But these are certain windfalls on an economical level, financial level, but also on a self-worth level. It's, you know, when your self-worth have been undermined by certain situations, now it's there again. The confidence is there again. Notwithstanding the fact Saturn and Pluto is still in your second house, so it's still doing up and building up in a very good way and in a professional way, because that's Capricorn after all. This Jupiter with the South Node is certainly going to give you support. It's certainly, and you're going to feel it the most because Jupiter is you. You are Jupiter and you are with the South Node. And South Node is a very spiritual point actually. When you have a look in a natal chart, for instance, with Jupiter with the South Node, it gives people that know how to attract abundance. So you're gonna be one of the signs, the sign that's going to attract most in their life. So keep on, if you're watching this in December, keep on doing the Saturn Pluto work in the second house, which is everything that you don't need. Buy it or buy it. Sell it. I mean, the old things that are not serving you anymore, you know, clothes, books, everything that is not serving you, do it away so that you are ready for the abundance to come in. But it's not only on a material level, it's also on a level of feeling good about yourself, and this is amazing. On another level, there is also an eclipse happening on the 10th in your opposite sign, the 8th house, the moon with the North Node. Now, having eclipses there is very transformative. It's one of the last eclipses there. So I think the last important one. There's still going to be some eclipses but in that house, but I think this is going to be the most important one. And the North Node with the moon gives something. It's about, the moon is about your emotions for sure, but it's also about what you do on a day-to-day level. And with the North Node there could be something out of the blue happening that shifts those emotional states, but I think rather in a good way, because you've been having a lot of eclipses there already, and now it's like a sort of a culmination point. So it could be that you're getting an inheritance. It could be that you're getting a gift of someone, and it gives you really, really that nurturing feeling. It could mean that something happens with the income of your spouse, your boyfriend, girlfriend, and that has a positive effect on you. It could also mean that there is a culmination now, and you see the fruition of the crises that you had, the mini ones or the maxi ones in 2019. Now you see where it was all for, what you've learned on a deep psychological level, because this is a deep psychological house. So it's a lot of a culmination for you. And especially when it was a hard year for you on an emotional level, because when you have eclipses in the North Node in the 8th house, you know, at least one little crisis might have happened there. And now it's like the culmination of it, and the seeing and the understanding of why, you know, you might say, well, why is this happening to me? What can it give me? And now this is coming to its fruition there. So I hope it will be a good insight for you, and that you feel nurtured in a way that you have tackled fears. Okay, because the 8th house is the house of fears, and when you have eclipses there, it will trigger that. So it's something like a culmination of, I'm getting stronger out of this, that kind of energy. So that is only good. It's not always easy, of course, but it's a good energy. And last but not least, Mars in your sign. Of course, this only happens once every 2 years, and it's at the very beginning of the month. I think the 3rd of January already. That boom, Mars in your sign. I think this is going to give, as from the 4th of January, this is going to give you a boost of energy. Use it wisely, so don't try to overrule other people and with your ego. That's the negative side of Mars in the 1st house, but use it in a positive way. You're certainly you're getting the green light of starting new things with Mars in your 1st house, and of having more energy there. So it's a bit of a more daredevil energy. So if you're afraid of starting new things, and now this energy is definitely going to help you. It does square up with Venus and Neptune. But that is a very romantic aspect. I think for you this is not going to harm you very much. I think on the contrary, what it means is that you can put a little bit of romance in your love life for sure, and particularly at home, because it's Venus, Neptune, it is in your 4th house, the house of home. If you have missed a bit of romance in your life, you can certainly enter more romance into your home, literally. Of course, you could be saying, I'm single, but hey, maybe there's someone that you think is very attractive and that you have a connection with. Just enjoy it. Stay with the feet on the ground, of course, but enjoy the attention there. So that this is energy at the very end of the month that you're gonna feel more energized, but definitely also more on a romantic level, on a passionate level. And if you are single with Mars in the 1st house, you will set the first step, whether you're a man or a woman, because Mars is in your 1st house and you want to get things started there. So all in all, very deep month, and a bit of a lighter energy at the end of the month there. Enjoy it. Thank you so much for watching. I want to take a couple of seconds here to thank you very, very much, you dear Sagittarians, for all those of you who watched my videos, subscribed, liked the videos, putting interesting comments there, and I really, really do appreciate that the channel is still growing a lot lately, and that's you know, it makes me have a good feeling. And you know, there's Jupiter in my 2nd house as well. It's already in the 2nd house as I record this, so it's good for your self-esteem for sure. Having said that, I wish you a very good month, dear Sagittarians, and see you next month. Bye bye.